Hello everybody, welcome to this beginner lesson on Microsoft Word where I'm going to show you how to edit your Word documents. What I'm going to do today is I am going to cover the home tab. As you can see, some of the functionality are arranged in tabs. So you've got the home tab, insert, design, layout, references, and so on. Today I just want to concentrate on those functions that are found on the home tab. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a few things that will help you in editing your own documents. First of all, the thing I want to show you is how can you quickly select words, or how can you quickly select paragraphs. So for example, let's say I want to select a word like the Word document here. There are two ways I can do that. I can drag like this, or I can just double click on that word, then it will highlight. Then the other thing I want to show you is if you click 3 times, it will highlight the whole paragraph. You might be asking yourself, why do you need to be selecting these things? So for example, if I want to deal with this introduction here, if I select it, and if I click where it says bold here, this bold will be applied only to the selected area. So it is important to select where you want that particular function to be applied. So this capital letter B here, it means bold. So if you click again, it's no longer bold. If you click again, so it's a toggle. Then this one here is the italic. If you want to change this into an italic, you change there. You see now it's slanting text, which is the italic, and you can also toggle on and off. Then if you go on this one, this is the underline. So if I click on underline, then it will underline. So now the other thing I want to show you is copy and paste. So if you select tutorial, if you right click on it, you can copy. So if I go and say enter, right click and paste. So that's how you can copy and paste. There are many ways you can do it. If I select that, then I can click there, copy, then I can click paste. Then the other way you can do it is, so if you highlight tutorial, then you click Ctrl+C on your keyboard and Ctrl+V on your keyboard to paste. So as you can see, these are some of the tasks that you will be required to do when you're editing your document. So copy and paste are very important. So cut and paste actually removes. So if I want to cut this where it says tutorial here, if I use the cut instead of the copy, it will remove it from where it was and paste it to where it needs to be. Now I want to show you about formatting. Okay, so let's say if I format this Word tutorial, I can format it by making it bold. I can format it by giving it a red color. So I'm just putting all these formats, and I would like to format this Word access with the same format. Instead of selecting it, clicking bold, choosing the red color, putting the underline in Word, what you can just do is highlight. Then you see here, which is the format painter, or you can copy the format painter from there. Okay, so you highlight, then as you can see, you've got the format painter from there or the format painter from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click this format painter. So as you can see, my icon now has got that brush, and I just brush the word that I want to copy the format to. So as you can see now, the format for the Word tutorial and the Word access is the same. So this is how you can quickly copy format within the document. We've talked about the format painter. Then the other thing I want to show you as well is, you see all this functionality that are in these boxes. So you've got this box here, and this box here, and this box here, and that box there. If you click on this corner here, it will show you the clipboard. And here, if you click on there, you get more functionality. So the function that you have there are the same as here and even more. So you can set your defaults, you can put text effects, you can do subscripts, all caps, small caps, and all that stuff. So now I'm going to show you how you can change the font. If you want to change the font of this whole document, so I'm going to show you how I can highlight this whole document. Then as you can see, the font that I'm using at the moment is Calibri, but I can change that. If I choose this Adventure, I can choose Algerian, American Captain, Arial Black. So this is how you can select the different fonts. But normally, if you are doing a document for school or your project at school, they will tell you the recommended fonts. You can't just select any font, and they even tell you the font size, probably size 12, and they also tell you that the paragraphing. So if you go to paragraph, maybe they want you to do 1.5 line spacing. You need to make sure you're following the recommended formatting depending on the document that you're trying to produce. we talked about the font and the font type and the font size. Now you can also highlight. Let's say you want to highlight, for example, maybe I want to highlight the word editing here, so I can select the different colors there that I can use to highlight. So I can highlight in green. The other thing I want to show you now is we want to move to this area here, which is the paragraph area. I'm going to say Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Access. So this is a list. If I select that list, as you can see, if I click on here, I've got all these bullets that I can add. Maybe I'll choose that bullet there. So this is an unordered list. So if you're creating an unordered list, you can use the bullets, which is these ones. But sometimes you want an ordered list which has got the numbering. If I select, okay, I'll select this again. Then now I want a numbered list. So if I do that style, so there are many styles that you can use in your ordered list. Okay, so this is important. Then you can also indent. So this one is to decrease indent and this one is to increase indent. So by indentation, I'll show you here. So if I want this list to be indented in, so I can click there, indent once, indent twice. If I want to reduce, I use this one. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you as well is the sort. So if I do a selection here and I click sort, then it's asking me what are you sorting by. Okay, so you can sort by heading, paragraph. So if I sort by heading and sort by the text, which is I'm sorting by these words here, then it's ascending. Okay, so you see now Access is now at the top, Excel, PowerPoint, and Word is now following that sort order that I've selected. The show hide tool, this is very important. I use it all the time when I'm editing my documents. So if I click on it, as you can see now, there's these non-print characters that you can see here. When I look at it, I know this is the end of the document and this is an enter key. When you click enter, that's the enter there. I can delete the enter by doing that, and it just helps me, like after each word here, if I've got too many spaces, I'm gonna add another space here, extra space. Do you see? I can see the extra space by that dot there. So these two dots show me there's an extra space between each word. So this is very important when you are doing your word editing, to make sure you turn this on as well. Let's see what other functionalities that we have here. We have, first of all, here the align left. So I select my text and click align left. As you can see, with the align left means everything is aligned to the left, but on the right we are not worried about any alignment. Then if you select this one, is aligned to the center. If I click that, we are not worried about any alignment to the left and to the right. If you select the center align, it means everything is aligned on the center. We are not worried about alignment on the left or right. Then the other option is to align to the right, which means to the right everything is aligned, but to the left we are not worried about that. But normally the one that I use the most to make my documents look good and neat is this justify. Justify aligned left and right. So if I click on it, as you can see, the left alignment is applied and the right alignment is applied. So this is what I hope you will be using also more often, but there might be a reason why you might use the center align or the right align, but I've never had to use those at all, or if I've used them, I've used them in very limited circumstances. The other thing that I just want to go through with you guys is the line spacing. So remember, previously we highlighted this and selected the paragraphs here, okay, for the line spacing. You can also do it from here, okay. So if I click on this one, I can then change my line spacing, that's 2, 1.5 and so forth. Okay, so you can use those icons. The other thing is this one is the shading. Okay, so if you select a color, but if you are doing something for your school or for your project, I don't see a reason why you would want to apply any shading, but just remember that functionality is there. So now we are done with this area here, which is the paragraph area. I've already covered this area in my previous tutorial, so we are not going to cover that today. I just want to finish off by showing you how you can find a word and replace it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a word. So if I say find, I want to find word. That's the word that I want to find. So as you can see, it's showing you that there are 4 instances of that word. So you see there, that's 1, that's 2, plus 3 and 4. Then if you want, you can say I want to replace that word with a different word. So if I replace word with, I'm just gonna say writing, just to show you guys how you can use this in your document. So if I say replace, if I use the replace, it will replace one by one. Replace the first one, then replace the second one. Okay, but if I use replace all, then it will just replace all of them at the same time. So now to fix everything back, I'm just going to replace find writing and replace it with word. Then everything will be back to what it was. Okay, so you can see that's how you can fix that. And this replacing, you can even use wildcards to replace certain words, but you need to be careful when you are replacing in a very big document. Otherwise you might end up ruining your document if it ends up replacing something that you didn't want to replace. So you need to be careful when you're using this functionality. But I just wanted to show you guys that this functionality is available in Microsoft Word. If you have any questions or anything in Microsoft Word that you need help with, you want me to create a new video, let me know. Please leave comments down below and please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.